After reports of Lil Durk's jail situation going viral online, we would hear a speech from a YSL snitch named Lil Woody. He snitched on Young Thug in the YSL trial. Understanding the wrongs that he has done within his life, he would end up giving advice to Lil Durk on how to handle everything that he is going through.
I want to hear my opinion on the Lil Durk situation. I ain't saying he guilty. I don't know what his situation is. But if life is going good for you and you come from poverty, we risk so much of our freedom, time, and life trying to get where we at, to put ourselves in a position where we can take care of our family and our responsibility. The best revenge was for King Von. I'm not saying Durk guilty or anything, but the best revenge that you could have got for King Von was stepping up and taking care of his kids. We ignorant, we do stupid stuff. Why is we out here trying to continue to hurt each other? It's not gonna bring back. What's done is done. It's permanent. Go get his kids, take his kids, and put his kids in a position where they never had to walk in their daddy's footsteps. It hurt me to see that Durk came so far in life just to end up in his predicament. Y'all rap about these things in y'all songs, showing that y'all know better and still choose to be foolish. But God knows we gotta come together, because at the end of the day, we our own enemy.
Giving out a heartfelt message, as allegedly Lil Durk's jail situation is not ideal. Lil Durk is currently being held in the Federal Detention Center of Miami. It would be announced Lil Durk is reportedly described as super charming by prison staff and other inmates. The only thing that he doesn't like in jail right now is the food, which thankfully Lil Durk was changed jails from the detention center in Fulton County to the new one in Miami. He was moved for one specific reason, and it could be connected to a release on bond, as Lil Durk's lawyer made a push to question the feds on his first court hearing, asking them, what evidence do you even have against Durk Banks, aka Lil Durk? Which it was then announced by Kodak Black's attorney, Bradford Cohen, says Lil Durk has a chance to beat the King Von and Quando Rondo revenge case unless OTF testifies against him. He says, I'm hesitant to say they have a slam dunk case on Durk Banks. I think they have a long way to go to prove the conspiracy that is currently against him.
When it comes to Durk Banks, you know, so far I've seen one text that says don't have them associate my name with any kind of flights that they're taking. Certainly that's not a good text, but is that the only text? Because that doesn't, you know, that in itself doesn't stand on its own. Certainly it's circumstantial. But like I said, we have to wait and see what other evidence they have. If they have a snitch, if they have videotapes or audio tapes of him saying something, I think that's a lot different than, hey, just make sure you don't associate my name with these guys. Because he could be blaming, you know, Grant or one of these other guys and saying like, hey, these guys are going to do some crazy stuff. And he's like, hey, listen, make sure it doesn't associate with me at all. You can look at that a million different ways. So I'm hesitant to say that they have, you know, a slam dunk case on Durk Banks.
As it stands right now, the evidence against Lil Durk is pretty small. However, we don't fully know all of the info that OTF Jam gave on Lil Durk, but the famous rap lawyer would then reveal what Lil Durk's release date could be, depending on if somebody snitches or not.
So it all depends on the hunger of the U.S. attorney and the AUSA that's involved. And if they want this individual badly enough, they'll make very attractive deals for these individuals. What does a very attractive deal look like? I think they go for the lowest hanging fruit. Whoever, you know, didn't actually the guy, you know, maybe someone that was involved that didn't actually, or someone that, but it didn't hit, you know, they're going to have forensics. Yeah. So they'll take whoever is the least culpable, and I think that they'll approach him and make a deal with him that'll be the most attractive. And if that guy doesn't make a deal, they'll move on to the next guy. So usually that's what happens, right? You go for the lowest hanging fruit first, the guy that you think will flip, the guy that didn't really have that much involvement. And I think what also is interesting with the indictment is it wasn't just money. They're like, oh, it could have been money or it could have been career advancement.
This is incredible news for Lil Durk. However, there's one specific person that is going to turn Lil Durk's life from already miserable to the absolute worst. This would be none other than Brick Baby. Brick Baby pieced it all together before Durk was even arrested. He appeared on an interview months ago saying that you can't say Durk never slid for Von because how they got Lul Pab. It just so happened that Brick Baby was live streaming when Durk got originally arrested, and he reacted to his old interview live.
This is just it. Five Chicago gang members with ties to Lil Durk OTF accused of being hired to unalive Quando Rondo in the LA incidents where Lul Pab was unalive. Suspects face the penalty if convicted. He said indictment alleged that flights and rental cars were paid with credit cards linked to OTF.
But was this an attempted hit or?
Why would they do
can't
that?
say that no more.
Then they put you as
Why?
God.
Oh yeah, because of
your face.
wait, no. Like who died?
You can't say that no more.
Oh, because of FBG Cash? Oh, who?
Federal charges in California.
Nah, because Lil Pab.
So this is about the.
Oh. What's that?
But I'm just saying, they just say you can't say that no more.
It got extremely awkward in that room. It seemed as if Brick Baby was snitching on stream to the feds. However, it gets worse. When it was announced literally today, Brick Baby says that he would have dropped the location for Quando Rondo if Lil Durk asked, because he is loyal to him.
Why is that? Then it's people like, you lined up somebody from your hood. Like, listen, I didn't. But at the end of the day, what's wrong with giving my friend the address? Oh, this is my boy. He lost his boy. Who did it could be around. 9 times out of 10, had he asked me, I probably would have been if he even asked anybody, if this is even true. But 9 times out of 10, like I said, can I leak a bar?
Sure.
I said if he make the call right now, I'd something.
Right.
This one specific man is going to turn Durk from sitting comfortably-ish in the federal detention center in Miami to one of the worst holding jails with a maximum security level until his trial starts. However, the situation gets even worse for Durk from here after further investigation, as it seems OTF members and Lil Durk fans found multiple Instagram lives where they saw OTF Jam wearing the wire. These are several years apart, meaning that he's been working with the feds for multiple years, as OTF Jam is seen holding the top of his jacket and whispering in it, looking to see if anything is connected.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, my whole dream changed. I ain't gonna lie, like back in the day. Oh, my. Oh, dang. Like back in the day. Look, he's about.
Check on your man, I heard you got his head.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, man.
Hey, when I was growing up, I
What happened to Dare?
architect. What happened to who? What happened to Dare?
School's out of town.
All that woofing on the net, it got your man
Metro!
Uh-huh. Metro!
In the late.
This made Lil Durk extremely upset just 1 month before his arrest. He would go on to do an interview hinting towards he already knew what Jam was doing, but he was sadly already too late. It would be announced Lil Durk has been playing 3D chess the entire time. He knew that OTF Jam was going to cooperate.
I see shit from a mile away.
I don't think people realize that.
I could have a conversation with you for 5 seconds and know your way is gonna cooperate.
However, Lil Durk continued talking about how he would keep things a secret. He would even end up revealing his closest and best friends didn't even know where he's living, and he never told anyone what he's up to, as it looked like Lil Durk knew that this entire situation was about to come from the interview.
Nobody is ever allowed to my house. It be my best friend never been in my house.
For real?
I promise.
Your best friend?
Promise. Like, it's people like that I just don't allow around my girl and my kids, cause it's like I'm just a different type. I'm not the. We're gonna have family night at Durk house tonight. It's the. You gotta watch.
Everybody at Durk's crib.
Yeah, we gotta. Everybody getting watched. We gotta watch everybody. Hey, you go too. Hey, they go too close to them kids. You know what to do. Like, that's how I play. Like, I don't play.
But unfortunately, Lil Durk found out about OTF Jam being an informant when it was too late, because we only just found out that they've been looking into Lil Durk for over a year, as DJ Academics would share this.
It's from a group of journalists. Actually, I'll give up the source of it. Well, not really the person, but an Atlanta-based journalist said, "Hey, this is going to happen soon." And I said, "What?" And you know, I get my sources and I get news told to me. They said, "I've been told that the feds have been looking into Lil Durk." But I remember, this is before the O Block 6 thing happened. or actually maybe it was, I can't remember the timing, but I remember thinking after the O Block 6 or 5 like got convicted, I'm like, all right, Durk's finally in the clear. That's what I thought. But the person who was telling me, they say they had good authority that was coming from investigative bodies that was involved in looking into this.
As academics could have told Lil Durk that the feds were looking into him, but sadly he didn't. Once the feds had gathered enough information to arrest the suspects involved in the Lul Pab hit, they were able to connect Lil Durk to being the one that ordered it. The arrests happened way too fast. As news broke out of Lil Durk's arrest and his mugshot was released, we would then hear that it was OTF member Jam that was responsible for giving the feds all the evidence they needed to take him in. Jam was a very trusted member throughout the years of OTF. He even served a 12-year prison bid, so you would believe he would be the last guy to ever cooperate with the feds. Except there was one crucial thing the rest of the OTF members never found out about, was that OTF Jam was caught by law enforcement again only 2 months after being released from jail in 2022. He ended up being found with an illegal firearm as a convicted felon. He would have been serving another 20-year prison bid, but Jam knew that he couldn't go back, so he would sign the deal and he would begin informing on Lil Durk. But Lil Durk wasn't just his boss or affiliate in OTF. He was the one guy that looked out for Jam when he got out. He made sure that he had security inside of prison. He was even gifted his own crib and $50,000 in cash.
Yeah, because you just came home not too long ago. Like, when you come home?
So I've been home a little bit over a year.
Yeah, okay.
A little bit over a year. Yeah, 12 years flat.
12 years?
Like 12 years. Did my time. Ain't told on nobody.
Right.
Ain't no on my name.
Like, how did you even get linked in with just OTF period?
Yeah, been linked in. Started with LinkedIn. We broke together. This ain't no people I met. Nah, I knew them. Like I'm saying, this was before jail. I know.
Yeah, because he's super solid, bro. Like, he's like, you know what I'm saying? He said, Jam, get out that jam, I'll give him 50. He ain't got to ask again, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? He ain't got to ask. He said he gave you 50, bro. You know what I'm saying?
As this even resulted in Lil Baby reacting on the situation, this can't be true. Free the boy Durk, the streets are evil, it'll be your own brother that'll turn her back on you. However, Charleston White was weirdly very happy about him snitching on Durk. He would even go as far as to say this is a victory for the rap community.
I don't think drill rappers would ever be celebrated ever again. Down goes the drill. Down goes the drill. 12th round knockout, because it looked like they had got away and they get to ride off into the sunset. So this is
As with the help of OTF Jam, they got enough incriminating evidence to begin lawfully spying on Lil Durk. They began wiretapping all of his communications and his associates' communications, making sure that he had him for good. Throughout their investigation, they found iCloud records that connects Lil Durk and OTF credit cards directly to the purchase of the flight tickets that were used to take out Lul Pab. As a report would share, federal investigators obtained iCloud records of Lil Durk advising an associate in his hit plot, saying, and I quote, "Don't book no flights under no names involved with me." Regardless of the warning, the associate just booked the flights anyway, using a credit card linked directly to Lil Durk. As if that wasn't enough evidence, the feds would then do a deep dive investigation on the internet, trying to connect Lil Durk and King Von to the men that did the crime, as it allegedly took 2 minutes to find the following evidence. They found an old video of King Von shopping with 3 of the 5 suspects, known as DD, Vonnie, and Boogie. A simple search online from good trusted sources ended up revealing these 3 often acted as street security for Lil Durk, Von, and Duty Low, meaning that they're not registered security guards, but they have a firearm on them and they'll protect Durk, Von, and Duty.
The solitary stone.
We just looked at him.
Let's go over there.
What up, bro?
Boss, you good? My boy. Let's go.
They got real in here, man, because he just stepped in. The money man just stepped in.
With the 3 suspects being friends with Von and Durk in the past, they'd have the same motivation as Lil Durk to go and get revenge for Von. Through their connection to King Von, they must have got contact for the hit, as we even saw rap interviewer DJ Vlad speak further on the situation. In multiple interviews, I've said that nobody would ever get on a plane to just go get someone. I said this because there would be so much evidence that they are guaranteeing going going to prison. Today, I was proven wrong. Lil Durk was dumb enough to send 5 guys on a plane to go get Quando Rondo, and they even ended up getting the wrong guy. Now all 6 of them are facing life in prison, and even the penalty. This would end up leaving Charleston White reacting once again. Charleston would end up sharing that when he was arrested in the past, everybody just laughed at him, but when Lil Durk got arrested, everybody showed love. Charleston says it's because he's their favorite rapper, and that everyone wants him to remain safe while inside of jail.
Ain't nobody laughing at Durk like they were laughing at me when I went to jail. Lord have mercy. So ain't nobody laughing at Durk. Now it ain't funny. Now your favorite rapper go to jail and look like he got a no bond like me. That boy got a federal no bond. I bet that hold and closed up. He got a burp to pass gas. I bet he going to PC. Them California niggas try to extort it. One thing we know about California, the bloods rule. GD, BD, on 4 them, they ain't got no say so nowhere. But when they write a letter to somebody.